when Jason Roy walked out, having been offered the chance to take first use of pitch and conditions he knows so well. Liam Dawson ended the fun with just his second delivery. The stand-in Hampshire captain.
Yeah, life was feeling pretty good for Liam Dawson after 2 balls, less so after 4, when Will Jacks punched him over extra cover as a sign of things to come. It was the first of 5 sixes for Will Jacks, and 16 in total in the innings.
This was outrageous from Will Jacks. That's difficult short square leg boundary for the right-handed Will Jacks, and Jacks was flying at this stage.
Yeah, Mason Crane had a day to forget in truth. 3 overs for 58, dragged that one down and was clobbered effortlessly behind square for a maximum. And then I'm afraid he went again. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but everything right with the batting as Sam Curran engineers that shot beautifully over deep mid-wicket. Sam Curran struck it beautifully today.
And also steered it and guided it and caressed it. He hit it hard, but when he didn't need to, he just used the pace of the bowler, and he's helped that one into the crowd.
Yeah, I thought it was probably one of the most mature innings that I've seen Sam Curran play as well. It wasn't too frenetic, there was a real kind of coherence to his thinking. And Will Jacks, meanwhile, there's an uncomplicated quality to Will Jacks, the way that he's gone about his cricket this year. That was his dismissal, just cutting across that one. Excellent catch in the end by Mason Crane, who took another one with Sam Curran not quite getting to the pitch against Liam Dawson. Dawson, the standout bowler, he took 3 for there.
Mason Crane bravely being brought back into the attack, or maybe reluctantly being brought back into the attack, and he continued to collect his air miles. That one was caught in the crowd, a Kia catch.
Yeah, Laurie Evans came into the party, kind of was in the kitchen for much of it. 25 from 15. Still, we played his hand, but Sunil Narine really stole the show. I'm glad that our producer has cut that one, because that was one of the shots of the day. That was the Caribbean flair through the offside, and Sunil Narine came out 24 from 5. He was, Neil, 24 from 5, and he made his 50 in 22 deliveries.
Went from 6th gear to 4th gear and was still flying along at 200 kilometers an hour. That was truly magnificent. That for me is as good as any shot. I can't say what was the shot of the first innings, because there were many good, but no better than that.
And this was Sunil Narine's 50 brought up with his 4th maximum, allied to 5 fours. So yeah, 52 for Sunil Narine from 23, 64 from 36, Will Jacks, 69 from 38 for Sam Curran. Hampshire all out for 156 with 7 deliveries left still in the innings, and it all began with Reece Topley, who removed Nick Gubbins from the 2nd delivery. A stunner of a catch, Neil Manthorpe.
Kieron Pollard. Field position, the field placing was brilliant.
Yeah, and he's coming hard throughout tonight, Reece Topley. There was a murmur of concern for the home crowd when Ben McDermott and Tom Prest got going in the early stages. They put on a very quick 50. Ben McDermott hit the biggest ball of the game straight out the ground.
Knew exactly where it was going to be bowled. He knew it was going to be back of a length, short boundary, set himself for it. How about that for timing? It's just blocked it over extra cover for 4.
Yeah, he's a good young player, is Tom Prest, and he impressed briefly in his short stay, 23 from 13, before Sam Curran rather outthought him. A couple of good shots by McDermott as well over the onside, but there was always that sense that they were fighting against the tide, and it's next to impossible to keep going for that amount of time.
He wasn't the only one that Sam Curran outthought tonight. Tell you what, there are times when bowlers take 3, 4 or 5 wickets, and 3, 4 or 5 of them can be out caught in the boundary, but that's another clever piece of bowling from Sam Curran. He's really worked out the opposition tonight, and there's been absolutely nothing whatsoever fortuitous about his 5 for 30. He got 3 in 1 over, changed the course of the game. You might well say that's another slightly slower ball, which induces the error, gets a batsman playing early, a straightforward catch for Chris Jordan, and Dan Worrell got into the action himself with a straightforward catch at mid-wicket. But often bowlers do take fortunate wickets, not so tonight for Sam Curran.
Yeah, it was the over that really changed the course of this game. Sunil Narine then came in just to enjoy himself, really, rather like echoing what happened with the bat as well. He came in after the pyrotechnics from Sam Curran and enjoyed himself. Chris Jordan entered the fray as skipper, picked up one from his first delivery. Easy as you like, taken by Jason Roy in the outer. There was a couple of hits towards the back end. A bit of resistance from James Fuller, who made 43 from 34. But he really was the only man to offer any kind of resistance at all. And suitably enough, it was Sam Curran to come in to clean up Ellis, who'd bowled so beautifully, of course, earlier on. That was for his fourth. He'll still be back. Sunil Narine, 1 or 2 just in the slot, but broadly he was unhittable.
Well, the batsman put them in the slot by using their feet. Otherwise, he was brilliant, Ryan.
Chris Jordan almost pulling off a worldie at long off, but again, overall they've fielded very well. And this was the moment really for Sam Curran. Plum as you like. Umpire thought about it. Finger goes up and Sam Curran goes down, because that's his first fifer in domestic T20.
Got to enjoy the fact when the umpire didn't look like he was going to give it out, and Curran went down on one knee and begged.
And that was your lot. Reece Topley again bowling that heavy ball and caught by his best mate, Gus Atkinson. Formidable stuff by Surrey at the fortress of the Kia Oval. 72-run victory against Hampshire.